Is Ben Simmons' career over?
Simmons, the wraparound chair!
Oh boy. Now, 3-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, all this other accolades, and we've gotten to the point of calling his man a bust, maybe?
Disappointing player the NBA has seen in the last decade. He's not a bad player. He's not a bust. But when you're looking at the combination of size, talent, and potential, he's by far the most disappointing player the NBA has seen over the last 10 years.
See, and that's the one thing about potential, right? The media loves doing this potential thing. They want players to be a certain way. Oh, he could be the next Jordan. He could be the next LeBron. This man showed us from day one he didn't really love basketball that much. Even when he's back at LSU, he ain't really want to go to LSU. Ain't he from Australia? They had to like force him to go to LSU. He didn't really want to even be there. I know me personally, college was amazing. Some people don't love basketball as much as others. Some people are just born tall, athletically gifted, love money, love the fame, and that's it. It's like Zion. How can you tell a 22-year-old with $500,000 in his bank account, don't go to the club?
I mean, listen to these clips on what people thought Ben Simmons was going to become.
Those guys, these are the future of the NBA. And, the NBA is in great hands with Ben. And
He is LeBron James 2.0, or
Alright.
part 2, whatever way you want to put it.
See, and now Stephen A has a lot of takes that are bad, bro. I have a hard time watching Stephen A. Ever since him and Skip split, I think. I don't really watch Stephen A, man. Sometimes he be out of pocket. I don't know, man. I'm not the hugest fan of Stephen A no more, bro. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm very much into the new media, listening to players talk about the game rather than watching old heads like Skip and Stephen A. A lot of it's for fucking clicks, bro. I have a hard time watching them sometimes.
The NBA is in great hands with Ben. He is LeBron James 2.0. Talk about bad takes.
Terrible takes.
It's crazy how in just a few short years, the number 1 overall pick from 2016 has gone from becoming a possible future face of the league to becoming possibly out of the league. And that's both sad and true. With the way things are looking today, Ben Simmons' NBA career may actually be over.
Yeah, pack Ben up. GG's, bro. You really want it bad.
The start of the 2022 season was where things started to really go downhill for Ben Simmons' career. He had bad blood with the 76ers, wasn't participating in team practices.
Didn't man had a cell phone in his pocket when he was in practice? That's out of pocket, bro. That's a little bit out of pocket, having a cell phone in your back pocket at practice, bro. I ain't never seen that in my life.
Then, when they started to withhold his payments, he cited mental health issues. Then, when he was finally traded to the Brooklyn Nets, instead of playing games, he was dressed up as Willy Wonka and sitting on the bench during the playoffs when his team needed him.
That's out of pocket, bro.
This is how the NBA felt about him at the time.
Ben Simmons might also be the weakest, most pathetic excuse for a professional athlete we have ever seen in not just American history, but the history of sports.
Ain't this the same man that just said he's LeBron James 2.0? Bro, that's why you can't. Oh man, bro, Stephen A, bro. And if you're all my hoopers out there, and they talking to you, don't listen to the media. Block that stuff out. Focus on hoops. Getting better every day. Don't worry about what the Twitter and everybody got to say, bro. Just focus on hoops.
Ben Simmons eventually got back surgery, which got the heat off him a bit. Then a few weeks later into rehab, Simmons posted on Instagram saying that he was feeling incredible. At around that point, Ben had the entire NBA world believing that they did him dirty and that a revenge season was on its way.
He's ready to go. He swears he's ready to go. I'm rooting for the brother.
I did not take the...
Personally, after hearing his interview on the JJ Redick podcast, I too became a believer in Ben. I thought he was going to make the NBA great again. Well, that didn't happen. Points, rebounds, assists, all around the board, Ben was worse.
Nah, that's
Heck,
crazy.
he even played better in
get
his
that
rookie
out.
season. Then just halfway into the 2023 season, deja vu happened. Another back injury, and he was out again for the entire year.
This man been
At
milking
about
the
this
league.
time, a Reddit user actually guessed correctly that Ben's about to put out some crazy empty gym videos this offseason. And lo and behold, the offseason came, and just like the fan had guessed, Ben started posting his offseason workouts on his socials.
You know what's so crazy about the offseason workouts with Ben, bro? I watch a lot of the pro runs in the summertime and the offseason. I like to watch pro runs. I like to watch pro workouts for my own personal benefit. My own personal, okay, what should I be doing in the offseason? And Ben Simmons can shoot the 3-ball in the offseason, bro. This man be getting buckets in the offseason. And then in the regular season, I don't see him do none of that stuff. It wasn't there a season where he had like the lowest amount of 3-point attempts.
Then, just like this other fan had predicted,
Look at
his
this.
annual
Swat.
routine has started again.
So that.
Ben Simmons looks great this offseason. Ben Simmons put up great numbers the first few games. Ben Simmons is injured and will miss some time.
We
Ben
are here.
Simmons requires surgery. So, just 6 games into the 2024 season, after putting up a few near triple-doubles, Ben Simmons was diagnosed with another lower back injury and just had an epidural injection, which is a type of anesthesia to stop pain signals from traveling from the spine to the brain. What an accurate prediction.
My son Ben been
And
milking the
this
league.
is just the first reason why Ben Simmons' NBA career may be over. Perhaps his body just can't take it anymore. This is now the 3rd year in a row that he's had some type of lower back injury. And while I'm not a doctor or an expert on human anatomy, I do know that lower back injuries are a major concern, especially in sports, especially if it's a reoccurring theme, and especially if his job description includes guarding 7-foot behemoths like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Joel Embiid on a nightly basis. Ben is currently 27 years old. He's not exactly old, but he's not exactly a spring chicken anymore either. With his style of physical play, can his body hold up?
Nah.
And this leads me to point number 2, why Ben Simmons' career may be over. Does Ben even want his body to hold up?
That's my thing,
Does Ben
bro.
still want to hoop?
See, that's my thing with Ben. I don't think he wants to hoop, bro. Like, granted, he might have a back injury. I can't tell you. No one know but Ben. But we seen since his college days, bro. I don't think he's passionate about basketball like everybody wants him to be. My opinion, yeah, Ben Simmons is done. He gonna play a few games here and there, get the game checks, you know, meet the minimum requirements, and then he gonna be out in Vegas and Miami, bro. Pack him up.
Or is he looking for any excuses to not play basketball and just sit on the bench and collect his checks instead?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he signed a
Get that bag.
4-year, $26 million contract when he was just a rookie. Then back in 2019, he signed a max rookie extension of $177 million.
I'm
Whichever
good.
way you look at it, Ben has done amazing financially.
About 97% of you guys watching this video right now haven't subscribed, so I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed and like this video so I can know that you enjoy this content and I can keep bringing you stuff like this on a regular basis.
And has earned generational wealth. Perhaps
it.
he's just one of those players that disappears once he gets the bag. Like, why else would he not develop a jump shot? Kobe Bryant even warned him a few years ago about this.
Well, he's got to get a jump shot.
As of
remember that.
today, after 8 years of being drafted into the league, Ben still doesn't have an NBA jump shot.
Break.
I mean, look here. This
That's
is Ben's
crazy.
shot chart for the 2024 season. I know it's only 6 games, but look, he's
That's
only
crazy.
taken 1 shot from outside the painted area, and that shot was just barely outside the painted area.
As a
The
point guard,
crazy
that's crazy.
thing is, it's not just the jump shot either. Look at this play here where he refused to take advantage of a good roll to the rim and instead went for the pass, which resulted in a turnover
Why
instead.
he ain't late me.
The commentators were just as perplexed as I was.
Why not? Yeah, why not take it?
supposed to lay me in.
And even if you miss,
This really raises the question of whether or not he still even wants to play in the NBA. Because with the way teams in the league are structured now, if you can't shoot, you're a liability. And if you're a liability, why should you be on the court? I mean, look at how they're guarding him.
That's out
In
of
this
pocket.
play here where Simmons has the ball on the perimeter, Bobby...
That's crazy. That's crazy out of pocket. They guarding this man like they fucking don't even care about the jumper. You know, if that's me, I'm just, bro, give me 3. That's crazy. And as a professional basketball player, how long he been in the league? He's 27 now, to never find a jump shot means you ain't working hard, you ain't passionate about basketball, bro. To not have a freaking respectable jump shot, I'm not saying you're gonna be Steph Curry now. I'm not asking you to be Steph Curry. But to have a respectable jump shot, you've been in the league for too damn long to not get better. And as a player myself, my goal is to get better every single day. To never have a jump shot out of pocket.
Bobby Portis is literally standing by the elbow and clogging the paint, making the defense that much tighter because Ben can't shoot. It got so bad to the point where Ben's teammates were screaming at him to shoot the ball.
Now Irving sees a seam, drops it off, Simmons dishes.
So look, as of now, we're not sure if Ben's back can continue to handle the rigors of the NBA. We're not sure if he even wants to play in the NBA. And even if he wants to play in the NBA, we're not sure if his inability to shoot even justifies having him on the floor.
Oh, I should cook
Now,
it.
the million-dollar question is, can Ben Simmons reinvent himself? Can he learn how to be effective again? Can he learn how to stay healthy? Can he learn how to shoot a jump shot? Well, I personally don't think so. And this scouting report by Jonathan Givony sums it up pretty well. Lack of competitiveness in crucial games, questions about his character.
See?
He needs things to revolve around him, closed-minded to coaching or
See, and this was out of college, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. We already knew this about Ben. And the fact that Stephen A, all these motherfuckers were like, you know, LeBron James 2.0 is craziness. We already knew at LSU that he ain't really love basketball like that.
or instruction. This was a report written about him back in 2016, and it seems to be an accurate description of what we're seeing from him today. Doc Rivers recently went into it a little bit too.
Ben was frustrated in a whole different way. You know, just the mental part, the health part, the injury part, you know, just the work ethic part.
Given his reputation, which is coming from multiple different sources, Ben doesn't seem to be the type of player who will change much in the next 2 to 3 years. The bad news for him is that his contract is over after 2025. Given his current injury and probability for future injuries, what kind of team is going to want to pick him up? And how much does Ben want in terms of financial incentives?
All right, let's guess, chat. What team is picking up Ben? Because you know he gonna get another bag, bro. There's gonna be some team somewhere, some coach that's gonna be like, hey, we can't pass up on a 6'8" point guard. We can change him. We can fix him. What team do you think that is? Let me know in the comments down below, bro.
He's for sure not getting a max contract. But is he even worth a mid-level contract? One ex-NBA player is saying that he's only worth the vet minimum now. And even that's a gamble. I mean, if he stops playing basketball mid-season for whatever reasons, that's a wasted roster spot and a tainted locker room. On the other side of the coin, what kind of rebuilding teams are going to want to pick up a 29-year-old Ben who's had multiple lower back injuries? This is sports, and while anything could happen, it doesn't look good for Ben at this point. What we're seeing from him today could very well be the beginning of the end of a once promising NBA career.
Hey, let's be real. Does he need another big contract, bro? Already got $200+ million. Plus his name is big, right? There, I don't think he even looking for another bag. He good. And I'm not sure about his off the court finances and stuff. But let him put some $20 million into a business somewhere, bro. He's probably good for life. He don't even need another bag. This man already finessed the NBA. But the fact that they guarding this man, like, they not even worried about his three ball at all, reminds me of Cooper Flagg, bro. Cooper Flagg got exposed by a former coach at Montverde, and one of his weaknesses is shooting three ball, just like Ben Simmons. So I'll leave that video up for you right here.